Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As y'all can see by the title of today's video, we got a highly requested one. This is going to be me dropping all the animations on anything you need as a slasher in NBA 2K22. So we got all the dunks, the dribble moves, everything that you're going to need. Even if you're not a slasher, something that you can take from your game in terms of dribbling, if you're a shooter or just a playmaker in general. So I hope y'all enjoy. If you do, free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on them noties, all good stuff. And as always, let's try and get 1 to 1,000 likes. Alright, so in this game, the dunk style creator is a new addition. However, it is a little bit complicated to explain in terms of the animation videos that I'm dropping like this. So we're going to start with this and I'm just going to explain page by page and show you what dunk animations I have based on whatever it's showing for the first page. Then I'll just go to the next, then the next, because it's pretty much what I'm going to do with this. But anyway, aside from the dunk style creator, we have the layup style John Wall. I've been playing around with a lot of these. As you can see, I was messing around with Circus, Jelly, Long Athlete, the OG, and we have John Wall. So to me, my favorite move to do in this game is to do the spin dunk, not the big, like, you know, bodacious spin dunk, the one that's out here going from the 3-point line back in. They took that out of the game. However, the double tapping X spin dunk is very nice out of this layup package right here. This is subject to change. I might end up changing my mind on this, but I just want to let you guys know I have been labbing at least these 4 right here because I remember that Circus has always been super flashy and the spin layups have been pretty good for this as well. The Jelly, I didn't really see anything out of this that I liked, but I'm going to lab around with it a little bit more. And then Long Athlete, as we all know, was OG with the hop dunks. But again, I really do feel like hop dunks have been quite nerfed in this game and are probably going to stay that way. It was in 21 next gen as well. And, you know, it hasn't really been good since 20 and it probably never will be. So anyway, that's the layup style right there. We have hop jumper James Harden. This is going to be kind of solid, but it depends who you are in terms of using it. Now, for the dribble moves, this is going to be really key. So we have Shifty on. This is the only one I've even used because I just feel like I've seen from all the guards and everybody who knows what they're doing with the game when it comes to dribbling, it's been all Shifty. I tried it myself, haven't really disliked it at all, so I didn't go away from it. Again, the same thing goes for a lot of these. I like the look of them and I never went away from them. Have I done enough labbing with these? Probably not. I haven't like tested a lot of different animations, but I love these ones and you guys probably will too, especially if you're a slasher. So we have the Jason Williams signature combo. I'm loving this one. You can speed boost out of like 3 different frames of it. We're going to show you that when we get in the arena. We have the Zach LaVine that we tried as well. I just wasn't liking this. As you can see, I'm testing a lot of these for like multiple different speed boost animations where you can go one ball hand to the next, because with this, you're just tapping LT and it lets the animation play out for you. So as soon as you tap LT, your dude's doing this whole animation right here. The Baron Davis was pretty flashy as well. It's just I found it was a little hard to speed boost out of and there really wasn't many frames that it really worked for that. So again, Jason Williams looking fire. I'm telling you, this is a really nice one. I haven't exactly mastered it yet, but I'm going to show you the frames out of it that you can speed boost, and it's going to be really good if you lab it enough. So now we got the size up escape. Now I'm going to just let you know, this is the only one you should ever rock for this size up escape. Whether you're a point guard, whether you're a slasher, anything that you're doing here, man. If we're going to show you this, it's really nice in terms of the behind the back you can get out of it. This really glitchy move from Bear to Beast, a 2K League player. Shout out to him. I will mention a little bit later to the video as well, but then we have the moving crossover, LeBron James. Again, I'm testing out a couple of these. I'm not going to lie to you guys. There's not a lot of good moving crossovers with this. I found the LeBron one was just pretty basic. Nice little between the legs and a nice little basic crossover. Pretty much what you would want from the moving crossover. Tried Vince Carter as well. Again, just didn't really like it as much. It's a little bit more animation based, whereas the LeBron one can maybe be comboed off a little bit easier. At the end of the day, you're probably not doing a moving crossover too often. Now, I'll tell you what you will be doing pretty often, especially if you like playing 3-3. Moving behind the back, Damian Lillard. Now, this one's glitched for the first like 3 frames for whatever reason. But as you can see, it's this right here. It is Pro 3 behind the back from old games. This right here is just now renamed Damian Lillard. And as you can see, super important. It's going to be fire for slashers. This is all you should ever use as a slasher. For moving spin, I have Jason Tatum. It's not anything special. I don't really like it too much, but I couldn't really find anything better. They will be dropping new animations as the game goes on as well. So maybe, you know, Kitchen was telling me that pretty much we will be getting things like the super aggressive behind the back from 2K17 that my athletic finisher had, if anybody is aware of that, any OGs on the channel. But anyway, we will be getting new animations as the seasons go on, but as of now, this is all we got. So there are a couple things that are just kind of left in the dust. Like I couldn't find many good moving spins in terms of slashing and stuff like that, so I kind of just let that be. Moving hezzy is John Wall. You don't use this too often or anything like that. It is what it is, but I'll tell you what you can use very often, the Kyrie Irving moving step back. Now, a lot of these dribble moves that I have equipped, just to let you guys know, you do need 80 ball control for. I might do a second dribble tutorial on something that has less than 80, but regardless, I'm not really on a build that has less than 80, so it is a little bit more tough for me to kind of relate to you guys when it comes to that, so to say. Alright, so for the dunk style creator, I named this Laker. I encourage you to, so you never forget about me. But what we're going to show you here is anything that's with a star is equipped. And this is where I explain to you guys that the dunk creator does get a little bit complicated. So you can see there's like categories to it. So I have the athletic. There's only one thing that is possibly purchased in this form, and it's athletic one-handers off 2. So then we have tomahawks, where there are 5 different things you can have, only 4 available to me. As you can see in the bottom right corner of the screen, I have athletic front tomahawks equipped. So that's the only one of these that I have. So then we're scrolling to the right, just mind you, it's 1 foot moving dunks. So once again, I have tomahawks, straight arm tomahawks as the only 1 foot moving dunk equipped. And then once again, I have the contact dunks for pro contacts off 1, elite contacts off 2. Simple. So for the standing contact dunks, you have to be 6'10 or taller, and as you can see, I'm 6'6", with also 80 plus standing dunk, which I also don't have. Elite contact dunks off the standings, you need 90 plus and to still be 6'10 or taller. So I don't have either of those. I have pretty much just the rim pull and regular. It's about as simple as that. I only have 72 standing dunk. Now I have seen my player. I don't have the clip of it, unfortunately. I have it on the Elgato, but I can't find it anymore. It was crazy. I actually got a standing contact dunk with this build. It was kind of wild. Anyway, as for the signature dunks that I have equipped, I have Paul George, Blake Griffin, Dominique Wilkins, and Russell Westbrook. Anything else to me was just way too flashy. Like Zion Williamson, that dude goes crazy and has a couple of good standing dunk packages that I would like out of it too, which could add to your ability to get more standing dunks with this build where, you know, like I said, I only have 72 standing dunk, and at best I have bronze rise up. So it might be a little bit rare that I would get standing dunks, but as of so far in the game, I've had no problem getting any standing dunk animations. Either way, essentially what I'm getting at, this man is coming out here doing 360s all the time and stuff, like right what you see right there. I don't want too many of those in my packages, so I decided to just go with some more powerful dunks or quick dunks, like with the Russell Westbrook. He is out here just really quick dunks, really fast animations, and they're all kind of, there are a lot that are restricted to just his package. And then again, Blake Griffin for a couple more standing dunks. That's nothing too crazy. And then I have Paul George for the other signature. So for the alley-oops, pretty much everything that you can equip, it makes sense to just do it. Now I might end up taking a couple of these off, like the flashies, because it does get kind of crazy sometimes, and it does kind of make it a little bit more prone to getting blocked, so to say. But so far I've been loving these. I really haven't been blocked on too many lobs at all. If I've missed a lob, it was just bad timing. And if anybody's looking for the video on that, yesterday's video, or if you're watching this in the future, just sometime in mid-September, I did a video on timing your dunk meter that will obviously help in terms of the park alley-oops as well, or just alley-oops in general that you can also time it for. But anyway, contact dunk alley-oops, we have elite and pro, and then we're back to the 2 foot moving. So that is all for the dunk package. Again, this is how it works. You're going to come back to your animations. You're going to equip what you also named it, Laker, where you're going to come back to the dunk style and boom, pop that on. You could, since you have NBA players, equip them only, but what you can do is just get all the NBA player packages and put it all into your own one that you will equip. So that is that. Also, I saw a lot of people asking about the player indicator that I have under my feet. So all you got to do is come over to jump shot splash, and then you come down to flame and turn it purple, just like that. That's what you got. You can change the color of it. Obviously, as you can see, I think the purple looks really nice on this. And as you can see, you can choose all different types of graphics on it. There were like locker codes on like the star looking one, but I think it's finished by now. And look at my dude greening, as if that'll ever happen in my gameplay. I mean, let's just go ahead and show that for anybody who hasn't seen the build yet. Nice greenable 3-pointer, right? So anyway, for just to update anybody who hasn't been with the channel, and if you're a new viewer, new subscriber, anything like that, my build has 84 ball handle and 84 speed with ball. A bit unfortunate because I probably could have gone a little bit lower on the wingspan and had 85 ball handle, and who knows what I'm missing out on in the future with that. So it was kind of my own decision to be made. However, I saw a lot of the animations in the game that were all going to be good enough, if not the best already, for slashers, aka the Damian Lillard behind the back and stuff like that. I can't ever imagine another behind the back that I really even want any more than that anyway. So pretty much what I'm getting at, I saw a lot of SIGs that are just good enough for my build and my slasher anyway, that it wasn't going to be worth it to me to lower the wingspan, because I would lose the Hall of Fame menace that I'm going to get for ticking this attribute up point by 1 more. And pretty much just, again, I just wanted the max wingspan for all types of things. The driving dunk, the perimeter D as high as possible, all types of stuff. So anyway, that is the attribute update and the SIGs. We're going to go ahead and head in the arena and show a little basic tutorial on how to do some of these. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with the staples of my game that you guys may have seen in the streams, the gameplays, all types of stuff like that, or just the best animations that I have just in general. So this is one of my staples right here. It's literally just as simple as flicking down diagonal to the offhand. So if the ball's in your right hand, you're flicking down diagonal on your right stick, down to the left, just like that. You're going to be able to just, you know, you could even spam it low-key if you want, where you can kind of make your defender guess where you're going, and then boom, you just pop that way. Now you can stop and just do it again, over and over again. It's really very simple, very basic. It's literally just one simple move, and as soon as you flick with your right stick, then you move with your left stick to that same direction too. So super simple and really repetitive move. What you can do off it as well, in case you're wondering how to do the moving behind the back, all you're doing is you're moving forward. You have forward moving movement, pretty much. Very complicated way of saying that, but you have forward moving movement, and you're just gonna flick down diagonal again on your right stick. All you have to be doing, like I said, is just moving straight forward, just like this, and you'll be able to just get that animation to pop off. Again, you can kind of combo it with that right there. Just pop out here and do all types of stuff like that with just behind the backs. I mean, this is literally strictly behind the back movement right here. Alright, so now let's talk about tapping the LT for the Jason Williams signature combo, right? So as soon as I tap LT, it's going to just let this all play out. So you're going to see, boom, it just does this every time. It ends up with the final move in the offhand every time. So when I start it in the left, it's going to end up in the right with the final frame right here. So what you can do is, there's frame 1 right here, where you can just, boom, go out of it. You can wait 2 frames, and just to, we'll take it slow a little bit right here, right? So waiting for the first frame, you're going to go to the offhand, just like that. It's probably the slowest speed boost you can get, but it's a very quick, like easy, you know, fast thing to do to switch your ball hand and just go. However, if you're going to just do that, I would recommend flicking down diagonal and just doing this right here. It's a lot faster, as you can see. However, what it's going to be nice for is this animation. You can wait for the ball to go back to your left hand and then boost out like that. So what you're going to do instead is just wait for it to come back to the ball hand. So all you're doing, you're letting this play out until this spot right here where it comes back to the right hand. So boom, tap LT, right back in the right hand, right? Now I'm just canceling that so you can see which hand you're letting it stop at. But again, LT, boom, as soon as it's back in the left hand, as you can see, I went a little bit early right there. But as soon as it's back in the ball hand, boom, just go. You can speed boost out of it if you time it well. And as you can see, like that, boom, just right there. Really nice. Now, if you wait 3 animations where you're going 1, 2, 3, on that last one right there, what you can do is you can speed boost really crazy out of that too. As you can see, boom, it's got a really nice hitch to it where you're just stopping your movement for a long time. Boom, you burst out of it, and it looks really nice. Now, one thing that's very similar to this, and we'll just go ahead and just kind of transition to the Trae Young escape. So this right here has this behind the back out of it, right? Where you can just kind of go down diagonal to the offhand, and again, you're moving your left stick in that same direction as you're going. So pretty much your right stick is going down diagonal, and your left stick is going just pretty much parallel with the screen. The left stick is just going straight to the left or straight to the right, pretty much. So here we are with the Trae Young escape package. So this is going to be pretty much, it's a nice little behind the back right here, as you can see. So what you're going to do is, both sticks are going to end up going in the same direction, and that's toward the offhand. So right stick is going to go down diagonal to the right, and left stick is going to go up diagonal to the right. So they're both going in the same direction. It's just one is going high and the other's going low, and it's just on your controller. So pretty much the one that is lower on your controller, aka the right stick, is going low like that. So if you only do the right stick, it's doing this, where it's just going to do this little move right here where you're standing still, but it's not going to actually move anywhere. But if you go up diagonal to the offhand with the left stick, you're going to be able to just move out of it like this. So as you can see, boom, you can just kind of hitch back and forth with it just like that, and you can just spam it pretty much. Now, what's really glitchy about this, right, is if you do the same, and now this is where it's going to get really complicated, and I really didn't want to try to explain this to you guys because it's not my own move. It's Bear the Beast. He's a 2K League player, and he's uploading YouTube videos and stuff like that. I will leave his link in the description, hopefully. I apologize if I do forget it. So what you're going to do to get this special move, pretty much, is you're going to do that exact same move I'm talking about. You're flicking down on the right stick, down diagonal, but instead, now you're going to flick your left stick directly to where the ball hand is. So you're going away from what you were just doing, where with this move, you're moving both sticks in the same direction. Whereas with this one, your left stick is contradicting what you're doing with the right stick, and you're going to be moving back to the ball hand with your left stick. So you just tap everything at once. You're holding RT, I should mention, as well with all this stuff. Like this right here, you're holding RT. This right here, you're also holding RT. And then with this crazy animation right here, you're holding RT as well. Now this is just built different, bro. Now I want to show you guys what you can do to speed boost out of it too. It is crazy, bro. So you're gonna see I'm pretty much, like I said, holding down on my right trigger, and you're gonna go down diagonal with your right stick and then move your left stick back to the right. So all of that is pretty much just this move right here, everything you had to do with it, but instead your left stick is going back to the right. I know a lot of people complain that I'm repeating things in my videos and stuff like that, but it's because a lot of people probably don't understand that stuff right there. So anyway, now what you're gonna do out of it, because it gets even more complicated, is once you do all that, your left stick, obviously, like I said, has to move back to the left right here, but once you get the animation to fire off, you're gonna move your left stick back to the right just like that, and you can snap it real quick, and it's beautiful, bro. You can speed boost out of this stuff really nice and really nasty. It's pretty gross, bro. So you can see, like, this is gonna be a problem for PGs out there who have it. And Bear's doing some real fancy stuff out of it. He's out here dancing, looking like, I can't even do it because I don't really understand the visual cue as to like when you have to kind of start the new one, so to say, like where, because I just accidentally do that all the time. But honestly, like, he's just dancing around looking all fancy with this stuff. To me, all I can really do is this, but it's all I really need to do because, as you can see, it builds up crazy speed for the dunks. So like I said, I'll go ahead and leave his link in the description that you can check out after this video. So one more move that I want to show you guys especially is the moving step back of Kyrie Irving. So it's gonna be this right here. Now you can speed boost out of it really nice toward the ball hand, and I've been using this on the 1v1 court quite a bit because a lot of people, they'll play me pretty tight and, you know, kind of expect with all that movement I'm doing of this stuff right here where it's just constant, you know, just moving back and forth, switching my ball hand and just going like that. Whereas with this hezzy, I can just kind of do it and keep my movement going that way, and it bursts me to the hoop really quickly. So that moving hezzy is really nice. To do it, all you got to do is be sprinting across the perimeter, and you flick down on your right stick, and then you just sprint in the same direction that you just did the hezzy to. Simple, just like that. I guess one other move that I'm going to show you guys is how to crossover spam like this. So obviously this looks cool and all, but I promise you, with the way the game is constructed right now, you are getting plucked like 99% of the time that you're going to come out here and spam this. If you're just standing in the same exact spot and just standing still and letting a defender be squared up with you and facing right in front of you, you're just going to get the ball stolen from you all the time. But either way, it is a nice little animation you can speed boost out of. You can see this moving crossover just actually like moves pretty well. For point guards out there, this is also pretty elite because you can run backwards out of it and, like, you know, kind of move across the three-point line with it. And it actually is really nice when it comes to that. But for slashers, it's solid. I'm not going to say I use it very often, and as you can see, my stamina just goes down pretty quickly while doing it. The last thing we're going to show you guys, and I might even just pop on a couple of clips right here of me doing the John Wall like spin dunk, so to say, and because obviously me doing it in the my court doesn't really show you too much as to like what to expect to do with it, but man, it just cooks out here, bro. It does some nasty stuff. So what I'm gonna go ahead and show you is just pretty much how to do it. So you're just running toward the hoop and you just double tap X. Now sometimes, depending on where the defender is or just how your player decided to do the animation, it's not really a cue based on where you're at or anything like that. It's just maybe how your player is moving as you're, you know, holding the ball pretty much. But either way, the principle is the same. You're gonna move toward the hoop while sprinting and just double tap X. It's gonna pivot the ball into your other hand, and you're gonna be able to maybe spin through defenders like you saw in that clip right there, and it looks real nice, bro, when done properly. So anyway, aside from that, we have a pretty basic hop dunk package right there. You can see it looks nice, but I promise you, they fumble a good bit, and it really is frustrating, like trying to do hop dunks in this game, and there's no more fancy footwork to bail people out on stuff like that. So there really isn't any badge tied to hop dunking anymore, which is what made it so dominant in 2K20. It might be something that's still usable, and I just haven't gave it enough of a chance yet. But anyway, just for anybody who's curious what the Euro package looks like out of this, I rarely ever Euro. I don't touch Euro steps at all. I can promise you that's just not part of my game. The floater, however, pretty nice. I do like this. I've used it in my career a whole lot. The range on it in my career that I'm going for is pretty much right here though. And what's unfortunate about that is the only use of a floater is really to get it over the defender before he's going to be able to contest you. So if you can't make these where it's like really far out, it's just going to be tough to use. But if you are able to make them from free throw line range like this right here, it has a chance. It has a decent chance to be able to be useful in terms of getting it over taller defenders that you are going to really struggle on getting contact dunks against. So it has a potential. It's just, it needs to go in very consistently to do so. I'm not sure if Pro Touch works yet on NAs or anything like that. And in the my court here, it's saying I have a shot arc on it, but when I do this in like Park or when I do it in, say, my career, it's just not like NA, as in not available for my shot release or anything like that. And I think maybe it's just determining the shot arc, but it's not even doing a timing for this. But anyway, long story short, I think floaters might have potential late in the game, and this animation does look good in it with the John Wall package. So stay tuned. I'm probably going to stay with the John Wall package, but we might switch that eventually. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on them noties, all that good stuff. And like I said in the intro, let's try these 1 to 1,000 likes. I can't wait to try and like lab with that move a little bit more. It is looking really nasty. And again, shout out to Bear. I will leave his link in the description. I'll try and remember to my best ability for you guys to be able to go to. But anyway, that's all video. If you made it to the end, feel free to put slasher in the comments to show your support's made all the way through. And on that, hope you enjoyed. Take it easy, man. Peace.